As you can imagine, Donald Trump is encouraging his supporters to show up at polling locations and essentially intimidate officials who are working to count the ballots. They want to make sure that they count every vote. And one incident that happened last night in Maricopa County really does symbolize what Trump's strategy is here and what his supporters are doing, depending on what the vote count is at any given moment. If Donald Trump looks to be ahead, they say stop the count. If Donald Trump appears to be behind, they'll say that there's Democrats stealing the election. And so let's start off by giving you the first video where in Maricopa County, Arizona, the location was forced to shut down as a result of Trump's armed supporters showing up and causing a scene. For safety reasons, understandably, the polling location had to close. Let's take a quick look at that.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal! What's going on?
Very stuck on that. Okay, taking up on that level. Take a look at the landing, right? Okay. You'll see what I have this over here. And here's the high. Good. You're out of your way.
So one of the protesters who showed up was Republican Congressman Paul Gosar, because of course. But again, I want to really reiterate and drive home the point that the protesters chant different things depending on where the vote count is. If Donald Trump is ahead, they chant one thing. If Donald Trump is behind, they chant something completely different. Here's a perfect example of that. So in some cases, it's stop the count, stop the vote. I mean, it's just absolute madness, and it makes it abundantly clear that it's not really about ensuring that every ballot is counted accurately. It's not about ensuring that we maintain and protect our democratic process. It's just about ensuring that Donald Trump gets back into office or continues to stay in office regardless of what the American people want. And that's why I've been saying over and over again that these people do not actually value our democracy. They do not value our Constitution, our right to vote. What they want essentially is some authoritarian government where who they want is in office regardless of what the American people want. And it's absolutely disgusting.
No, look, it's obviously wildly hypocritical. It's un-American to say stop counting the votes. I mean, do we have to clarify this? And the answer is yes, we have to clarify it. Half the country unmoved at all. They're like, yeah, way to stop the count plus continue the count. Count all the votes, but not the ones over there. They say it with a straight face. They don't think it's hypocritical. And that breaks my mind. I can't understand how people could be so irrational that they could actually believe those things. But John, on an amusing note, made a great point this morning in our coverage. The ones chanting in Pennsylvania, we get, okay, you say, all right, I don't like democracy. I don't want you to count everybody's vote. I want you to only count my vote. I mean, let's go dictatorship. Let's go dictatorship. I got it. That one at least I understand, right? In Arizona, they're chanting count the vote in front of a building where they're counting the vote. And all you could do is actually delay them, which they actually did. It's so Trumpian to be that counterproductive. But John made a great point about how gratuitous it is. It's like sitting in front of the microwave and chanting, pop the popcorn, pop the popcorn. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Why do you need the chant? But I bet if a Trump voter heard this, they'd be like, oh, that's a good idea. They get right in front of their microwave, pop the popcorn, and then they get confused in the middle. Stop the popcorn, stop the popcorn. I mean,
it's crazy.
No, but what do you do with a country that's half mental? That's the thing we're trying to figure out right now. And look, this is important, guys. There is no repudiation. So we were hoping for a blowout. That would mean that the country repudiated Trump and his madness, and that is not what the country did. About 48% of the country said, attaboy, And when they see madness like this, they think, yeah, go for it. Trump just tweeted out that the former Nevada Attorney General said, well, Trump clearly would have won if it wasn't for mail-in voting. Yeah, well, that he would have won if we only counted the votes for him. That is true, but that's not really how democracy works. And of course, should be pointed out every time, Trump and his entire family did mail-in voting. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.